Mary, how do you feel you were prepared for your extraordinary life with Merrill?
Oh my gosh, there was no preparation. We were married before I'd ever seen him sing. He was just the guy that picked me up in his Levi's and t-shirt and on his Harley Davidson. So, I mean, I'd heard of the Osmonds, but yeah, I'd heard of the Osmonds that I had no clue. So we were married on a Monday. Tuesday, we opened at Caesar's Palace here in Vegas. Somebody took a picture of me that opening night, my mouth. Because I had no idea. I mean, I knew he sang. I didn't know he could dance. I didn't know he played 10 instruments. So I was not prepared. So if you ask me how I was prepared, I wasn't. So it was quite like I said in the theme last night, it's been a roller coaster. I was not prepared, but it's been great.
Can I say something on that? So, Mother was raised on a dairy in central Utah. And so, I've always thought that she was prepared because she had so much hard work to deal with on the family farm. You know, there was a huge separation between her older siblings and her, so she had to learn the meaning of hard work, and she grew up without a dad.
Yeah, those cows don't wait. You milk them every morning and you milk them every night.
So she grew up without a dad, so she was used to not having a dad around, I think. And so I think that's what kind of held us all together, is we were her milk cows. And every morning at 6 o'clock, it was milking time.
She never tried to milk me, just so you know. She came across very wrong.
Well, you're lucky.
But I will say, my mother was the absolute glue that held us all together. For sure.
Just if you want to know what our schedule was like every morning, we woke up.
Thank you very much.
We would have family Bible study for 30 minutes, and then we all had to separate and practice our instruments for 30 minutes, and then after 30 minutes we had to practice another instrument for another 30 minutes. And then my mom and I, we had 30 minutes of speech therapy for 30 minutes. Wow, I don't know what you guys did.
So, can I just add something there? Travis and I had 30 minutes to sleep. Well, because we knew that my mom would be with Justin for 30 minutes, so she would never come in and check on us. So, thank you, Justin, for taking the fall on that.
Really, Mother? That's crazy? You gonna let me sleep in? You thought they were practicing?
No, we didn't sleep in, we just slept on the piano.
Well, and then...
It was me. I was playing the piano. They were sleeping.
While we were practicing our instrument, these guys were just so out of turn that it was horrible. So I turned my hearing aids off, and so I can't hear these guys. And this is when I actually put my violin next to my cheekbone, and I could actually hear the violin. Not by hearing it, but by feeling that through the conductive vibrations of the instrument. And so that was kind of cool. But also, this is another, a lot of people know this, but when we played together, I always looked at my brother Shane with his bow, and his bow going up and down, and that was my metronome. That's how I stayed on beat. And so if he messes up, we're all in trouble.
I had a lot of fun with that.
And then we got a lot of sword fights.
That was an expensive sword fight, yes.
You gotta pay for it.
I do blame... Sorry, what? Sorry. I do blame my mother for the fact that we are not a rock band. However, though, because all I ever wanted was a bass guitar growing up. It's all I wanted. I just wanted to be like my dad. Aww. And what do I get for Christmas? A flippin' cello. I mean, I wanted to go back to bed on Christmas morning. She wanted a string quartet. It's like taking the Beatles and giving them a harp.
Boy, this is big.
I know, man. I love playing the drum. The drum, I was so fascinated with the drum. And I get on there and I play. And I look at my brothers, and I was always like 2 or 3 beats off. And I never fit in. I'm the black sheep of my family.
Oh, I'm not.
There's a favorite.
Okay, I'm the one that had the coat of many colors.
And if we could have sold him, we would have.
Alright, let's keep going. So Travis may be the firstborn, but if you all know the story of Jacob and Esau, right? Esau sold his birthright to Esau. To Jacob.
Okay, but let's all say who was Father's favorite, really? Who softened Father up? Be honest. Okay, who's the real favorite right here? Okay, let's
Who's
be
the
honest.
spoiled one?
No, you should all thank me. Okay, how did you get the nickname Bear, and who gave you that name?
It was Wayne. From the very beginning of time, I remember him say, Mayor Bear, Mayor Bear, Mayor Bear. It was Wayne that basically came up with the bear side of it. But, yeah, it was Wayne, I guess. It had to be. That's not look like Wayne.
Tell us your thoughts on the Osmond musical.
Who asked that question?
What do you mean you haven't seen it yet?
Say that again.
I said, what do you mean you haven't seen it yet?
Or have I seen the musical?
I'm making a joke and saying,
Oh, I haven't seen it. No. Let me see. I love my brother Jay more than my life. I'm grateful that he was able to express his views of what he remembered the music, the family becoming. The only rub that I personally have towards all of that has nothing to do with the musical. It was the advertising that went out before it even started, which said it was going to be a musical portraying the dark side of the Osmond family. And when that came out, we obviously, when I say we, I'm talking many members of the family, wanted to ask why, what that was all about. So we asked to be able to see what was going on. We were not allowed to see it. So the only sad part, I'm saddened that some of the things that were advertised were portraying a family and a father that supposedly should have gone to jail because of the way he raised us. And that was what was coming out of the press. So that was the only negative thing for me. I didn't want that. After 60-something years, you want to let the people know that the family was, we're united and we love one another. Yes, our father was.
His father?
Yes.
Speaking of that, how was your father? Can you tell everybody, how was he?
Oh my gosh, our father was an absolute saint. You know, our father was a military sergeant. And when we say we as a family always made the decisions together. And when the decision was made to do something, our father just made sure we did it. That was the extent of his role. There was no abuse, there was none of that stuff as portrayed in some of the advertisements that I've seen. So our father was a saint. He was as humble as a man could be. Our mother, those of you, how many remember our mother? Remember mother? What an angel, just an angel. You have a letter from her? Oh my gosh. Really? Yeah. Yeah, there are so many stories I share with you about our father. He was very, very true blue. There was no gray.
But you know what? You know how perfection they were on stage. That would have never happened without hours and hours of practice. It was just, without your father, there'd never been Osmonds. The way they learned to perform and sing, it was a blessing that you had the father you had.
Can I say something about Grandpa?
Oh, yes, please.
So, growing up watching Father and all of his brothers and siblings, it was, by the time I was old enough to realize what was going on, Grandpa, he was more of the steering wheel. Like, I feel like Grandpa would always tell me, Travis, you know, we're doing this because we're missionaries. We are doing this to help people. We're doing this to spread the good news of Jesus Christ. We're doing it for this purpose. And that was all Grandpa would ever talk to me about. It was never fame or glory. You know, it never even mattered to him. Those of you that knew Grandpa, it never even occurred to him that there was popularity there. It was all about what we could do as a family to help other people. And he would always say that to me, nonstop. He would say that to me. And so that was my take on it.
Yeah, and the other thing, in answer to the question, I was not the one that lost the money for the family. Neither was Alan. So that's portrayed, and I know it's portrayed. I haven't seen it, but I've watched it. I've heard, and I've seen enough clips to see that my brother Alan and I are portrayed somehow as being the two that were involved in making bad investments or something for the family. It never ever happened. It never was the way. It's documented. We had very, very bad people involved in our lives that embezzled millions and millions of dollars from us. And to try to recover from that took us all to start back over again, which I'm glad we did. And you know what? Hindsight, I'm glad we didn't have all the money. Then they spoiled us, and I don't think we would have been able to continue on doing what we came here to do on this earth. I think the Osmond family came to serve and to set an example, I think. But maybe not. And if we had all that money, we would have been riding Harley Davidsons and goofing off and who knows what else. So Heavenly Father had a plan in all of it. Even the negative things work out for the right things, if you really think about that. You know? Anyway, next question.
Shut me off. What is behind the song Best Day Yet? Did you write the song?
All right. See that guy right back there, the Malcolm, Mike Malcolm, right back there in that turquoise shirt. Wait, Mike. So we went back to Florida the other day, and we were sitting around, Mary and I with this guy. We were just talking about writing a song, and Mike said, "Hey, how about what about your life?" He said, "Well, this is what I do. This is what I sort of do to try to have a good day." And we just sat down. I wrote the music. He wrote the lyrics. Pretty cool song, isn't it? The best day yet. Yeah, that's how it started. Great people.